Hello everyone, Samuel Yang here, and today is November 3rd, and I'm excited to bring to you the 2024 election prediction video, especially when we have the election in 2 days, which is Tuesday, November 5th, and let's start off with the presidential side of things. The states that I've colored in blue are the ones we know for sure Vice President Harris will prevail in, and the states that I've colored in red are the ones we know former President Trump will prevail in. The states that I have colored, or not colored yet, are the swing states, which are Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. And due to the recent polls, let's start out with Nevada, which will tilt towards the Trump column. Arizona, due to recent polls, will also tilt in the Trump column, which will give him 236 electoral votes thus so far. Georgia, due to recent polls, will also tilt towards the Trump column, especially when Republicans have won the state of Georgia most of the century so far. North Carolina, Trump has won the state in 2016 and 2020 respectively, and due to recent polls, will also be in the Trump column. Pennsylvania is an interesting one, because Trump won that state in 2016, but narrowly lost it in 2020. However, due to recent polls and with the fracking industry, Pennsylvania will also tilt in the Trump column. The last two, Michigan and Wisconsin, due to the success of the Democrats and recent polls, Vice President Harris, or I should say Michigan and Wisconsin, will tilt towards the Harris column. Thus, will give Harris the 25 electoral votes. This, thus far, gives Trump 287 electoral votes, while Harris receives 251 electoral votes. This is my prediction for the presidential side of things, and I will see you all in the gubernatorial side of things. What I forgot to mention for Michigan and Wisconsin and why I put them in the Harris column is because of the 2022 statewide successes during that midterm year. And also, the other thing I forgot to mention for the Trump column is that former President Trump has exceeded the 270 electoral votes that are required to be President of the United States, and the former president got 287 electoral votes, as I mentioned, and therefore, in this prediction, he be re-elected to a second non-consecutive term of President of the United States. And again, I will see y'all at the gubernatorial side of things. The gubernatorial side of things, nothing much is going on. Over in North Carolina, it will go to the Democratic column because the Republican nominee, Mark Robinson, is not a good candidate. New Hampshire, due to recent pollings and predictions, it will tilt red. And I will predict that we'll have 27 Republican governors and 23 Democratic governors after the 2024 election season. And I will see y'all in the Senate side of things. We're in the Senate side of things, and in my opinion, the fun part. Now, let's start off with Nevada, which will tilt towards the Democrats. Arizona will also tilt towards the Democrats, because even though former President Trump will probably win the state, Kari Lake is running for the seat, which, by the way, is the one that talked about 2020, 24/7, 365, it seemed like, back in her loss for her race for governor. And therefore, spoiler alert, she will lose on Tuesday night. Maryland is a good one to watch because Ben Cardin is retiring and the former two-term governor Larry Hogan is running in the race. Therefore, instead of this dark blue that Democrats usually enjoy, it is light blue, or lighter blue, I should say, because the race is more competitive. Pennsylvania is a very interesting story. This is because former President Trump will probably win the state. However, the 2022 statewide races have demonstrated that there will be split ticketing as well, and therefore it will tilt towards the Casey column for the Democrats. Ohio is a very good one to talk about. This is because Sherrod Brown is pulling ahead, but by narrow margins. And the second factor to consider is former President Trump will prevail in Ohio, and therefore it will tilt red, thus giving Republicans the outright majority they need to get the majority back in the chamber. Michigan and Wisconsin were already on the Harris column for my prediction, and therefore Michigan and Wisconsin will tilt towards the Democrats, thus giving Democrats a total of 48 seats in the United States Senate. The last seat to talk about is a similar situation with Ohio, which is Montana. This is because Jon Tester is pulling behind in narrow margins, and just like Ohio, the second factor to consider is that former President Trump will win the state of Montana, and therefore his Republican challenger, Tim Sheehy, will prevail in the race. Therefore, I will put it in the tilt column. Thus, I will predict 52 seats for the Republicans and 48 seats for the Democrats in the United States Senate with the Republican majority. And if J.D. Vance wins, or actually, former President Trump has already won the race in this prediction, therefore, the VP is red. And now, we will go over the House side of things, and I'm probably not going to talk in that part because I've already lost my mind making this video. But at the same time, I actually enjoy it. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, especially the Senate part of it, and I will see y'all in the next video because I've lost my mind just now. Catch you guys in the next one. We're in the House side of things, which by the way, I've mentioned in the Senate portion of the video that I will not be talking too much, and this is because I've used up a lot of my brain power in making the other sections of the video. Thus, I'm going to let you all have a bit of fun on the comment section of this video, just to debate amongst yourselves about my predictions that I've made, which by the way, predictions are predictions. Otherwise, I'm going to stop talking now, and I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'm going to make my prediction in the House side of things. Y'all enjoy.